And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports.
The Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense pushing the run game back on the first play of the third quarter.
But I don't think that means abandoning the run totally. Sometimes you just have to focus on execution, right? They always talk about players, not plays. Well, tell your players to block a little bit better, and maybe the ground game can get going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They hand this off to Harris. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Third down, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here we go, set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Jets first down.
They'll look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Only needing 2 yards on second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On the give, this is Harris. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Snyder. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Butker's kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A beautiful fake. And he'll have a Dolphins first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Davidson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Here's Jones on 3rd down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. Gano's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns. It's another zone defense that looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On first down, it's Davidson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down and 8. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Jones throw here, taken in by Gesicki. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Jones now throwing on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Davidson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. to throw. Jones. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable, and defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Jones throwing for it. That's caught, and he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, New York.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Miami set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run the counter. Davidson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off play action. Jones. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Gano now, following following the touchdown here to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Raekwon Davis in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Snyder. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Returning it, Hill. And he returns this to the 22. And out come the Dolphins now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll run on first down. It's Davidson. Oh, but a great tackle there. Going to hold him to no gain as the clock runs. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New York ready to go again offensively. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
At the 33-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a first throw here in overtime. He finds his man complete. It's Snyder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Throwing Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. A throw over the middle, taken in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They run the counter. Davidson fighting through. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 23. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Davidson. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
On first down, it's Davidson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, right now, every little bit of yardage helps. They're obviously well within his range. It's just about keeping the football and getting in the right spot.
Know your kicker. As you mentioned, get it to the right spot, the place that he wants to kick it from. And if you do decide to throw the football, it either goes to your team or no one. It's the only kind of throw you make.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, Parker?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field, very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.